Hello friends, today we are going to talk about the ongoing series between Sri Lanka and England. So if we talk about this series, England are 2-0 up in the series and have won the series once again. Consecutive second series, their second series they have won in this WTC cycle, and they have been constantly going up on the WTC table. So if we talk about specifically in on Sri Lanka versus England series, so England have dominated in the first two test matches. If we talk about in batting or about bowling, they have outclassed England in all the departments, or even in fielding. They have been a very good fielding side. And if we talk about Sri Lanka, they have been, I think, a poor fielding effort from there it has been. So we are going to notice some points why Sri Lanka is struggling on this tour to England. So if we talk about first, if we start with batting, so the batting looks very decent side if we see on the paper, because there are a lot of experience in Dimuth Karunaratne, then Angelo Matthews, then Dinesh Chandimal, then Kusal Mendes are fine player and very experienced player. Then Dhananjay De Silva himself, the captain, he has also got a good experience of test matches. So there is not a shortage of experience is in this Sri Lanka team. But the main reason in this downfall in two matches from Sri Lanka has been their game plan, I think. I think the first issue with the Sri Lanka's loss in first two test matches has been the misfiring top order. Top order hasn't performed in both matches. If we talk about Dimuth Karunaratne, the most experienced, I think, batter from their batting lineup, or one of the most experienced batter from their setup, he hasn't performed, and there are a lot of expectations. A player like Dimuth Karunaratne, who's one of the finest opener of this modern cricket, of this modern era. So there are always a lot of expectations from him, but he hasn't paid off them. Then his opening partner Nishan Madushka, who's been completely flopped on this tour. Then Kusal Mendes or Pathum Nissanka in the first and second match consecutively hasn't performed. I mean, the way there was a lot of reputation on this top order, but the top order have not lived up to the expectations, I think, because their middle order or middle order have performed. If we talk about Angelo Matthews or Kamindu Mendes or Dinesh Chandimal or even captain Dhananjay De Silva, they have performed fine. Not the greatest of performances from all of them except Kamindu Mendes, because he looked really solid in both test matches. Except them, there have been fine performances, but not the greatest performances. But their misfiring and their major problem has been in their top order. Then the next problem has been, I think, in their team is the balance of not having a seam bowling all rounder. Because if you look, there are only four bowling options. The fifth one is very rare, who doesn't bowl often and who have not bowled much in on this tour, who is Dhananjay De Silva, and who is not a seam bowling all rounder. He is a spin bowling all rounder. So having a seam bowling all rounder gives you a lot of versatility and a lot of conviction to you on tours like Sana, on England, Australia, New Zealand, or South Africa, because their batting, if we look their batting order at seven, there comes Kamindu Mendes. Then there are only left four sports in which there is one Prabhat Jayasuriya, and three are genuine seamers. Seamers have done a fine job, but they are not actually the greatest producers of fast bowlers. Their fast bowlers have lived up to the expectations, I think. Especially if we talk about Asita Fernando, who's been really impressive. In first match, there was not support to him, but in the second test match, Seamers bowled really well, I think. But there was until there was Gus Atkinson and Joe Root partnership, Seamers had done their job really well. But I think I will say that their batting has underperformed on this tour, because if you're a visiting team like Sri Lanka, who do not have very good pack of fast bowlers, you have to score 300 plus runs in every innings if you want to at least compete against England, because this England is not the England team we used to see before Stokes McCallum era. They easily score 300 plus runs, and if you're not scoring runs over 300 as visiting team, you're scoring 200 or 250 runs. That's not gonna help. So there is completely onus on your batters to score 300 plus runs, and that is the thing we haven't seen on this tour, and we'll expect to see it in the next match, in the next third rubber match. But it's very important, it's very going to be very important for Sri Lanka, because if they manage to win this, if they manage to snatch from England's jaws, it would be a very good thing for them, because they are not the a kind of team right now who can challenge England in English conditions. So there are so many problems in this Sri Lanka setup, even in all three departments, in batting, in bowling, in fielding, even. So we'll expect their comeback in the next match, and more specifically their top order. I'll really expect a huge contribution from their top order batters, especially from Pathum Nasinka, who's probably the best batter from this country, and their very fine opener Dimut Karunaratne.